The New York Times reports, and I don't want to get into Gaza because we're nearly at the end of our time. I want your thoughts on Gaza and the Israelis the next time we chat. However,
sure.
To put a bow on this, the New York Times reports that more civilians have been killed in Gaza in 8 weeks than in Ukraine in 18 months. Fact number one. Fact number two, fewer than 100,000 Russian troops killed, 500,000 Ukrainian troops either killed or so disabled they can't go back to the battlefield. So I know you're not a fan of President Putin, but his generals are apparently professionals. They're not killing civilians.
Yes. The military effort by the Russians, I think, has been very professional, and I'm not pro-Russian. Again, Judge, I always have to clarify this because people get upset otherwise. Putin is a thug. He has personally murdered reporters in elevators in Moscow. Don't get me wrong. With that said, the Russian military has tried to conduct itself within what the Russians, believe is a concerted military effort. Much of the messaging that's gone with the military effort by Russia has been focused not on the United States, but on the third world and other nations which are going to be looking to Russia as one of the new world leaders outside of the United States. That's so the reason the Russians are trying to play nice, if you consider not conducting war crimes nice. And by the way, I just watched the Merrick Garland press conference claiming Russia committed war crimes. I'm sorry, that's a distraction. As much as maybe what they said today, Garland said at the time we're taping this, it was about a half an hour ago, Garland did the press conference. Right. It's a distraction. When you have Hamas murdering women in truly horrific conditions, that should be the focus of the investigation. What war crimes were conducted against women on 7 October and is continuing to be perpetrated against them who are in captivity? By the way, quick aside on this, I know it's a distraction a little bit. The reason Hamas did not release all those women is because they don't want the media, U.S. media, global media, to be told about the atrocities they're doing. So the fact is, Garland is trying to drum up more hate against Putin when there are clear war crimes out there that should be investigated.
This is part of the Joe Biden mantra, just like giving weapons to Israel and telling them not to use them. Just like the other way when Israel commits genocide. This is part of the Joe Biden mantra. When is he going to accuse Benjamin Netanyahu of being a war criminal? The evidence is ample.